So I will be showing my I can't do it.
Oh, my nipples.
What are you doing?
They hurt when I twist them.
He's exercising in the background, so you probably will hear the pedaling. I will continue my wedding planner.
My boobs.
Ew.
My boobs on your face.
Okay. So I am engaged and I want to make a wedding series. So for this first video, I'm going to go over my wedding planner and I'll go like show like the different sections in it and see what I've done. And then I have like a magazine in here, and then I have some other magazines which I usually just it sticks with my wedding planner. So yeah, maybe I'll show us a little bit of that. So I have this wedding planner. It's like this big, like a binder, and it's by Gartner Studios. So that's a pretty popular brand. Okay, so this is the like front of it, just says wedding planner and a little cake that says love. And yeah, so over here, keep a Sharpie in here because that's what I write with when I go through it. And then over here, just like you put your name and then the date. See, I did scribble out the day though because we were originally wanting to get married on our anniversary, but we couldn't find a place we actually like that had the day available, so we're doing it the day after. So I definitely scribbled it out. So advice 1, don't write anything you're not sure of. Write the date down when you actually know what the date is. And then this is just like the intro pages, like wedding planner tips, and then it goes into the different sections, which there is style, planning, and then calendar. There's budget, very important. Guest list, locations, stationery, so that'll be the save the dates and invitations, photography, flowers and music, gifts, catering, and then honeymoon. So that is all the sections in this. I will just go through it a little bit and you can see. So there's the different styles, which is classic, natural, modern, playful, and romantic. And I wouldn't say I would choose a certain style for myself, but I don't know, I feel like it's definitely a mix of styles. I would say for me, I don't know, it's hard for me. I can't choose. Never mind, no. And it gives like different examples of each style. So this one is the classic photo, this one's the natural photo. Probably romantic and playful is probably the closest thing my style will be going towards. And it gives you little tips on how to like find your dress depending on your style. Things to keep in mind when dress shopping, which I do have my dress already, so I will do a video all about that. I feel like this book isn't so much writing and filling in, it's a lot of tips, but there's also the places to write in, which I like. It really gives you a lot of tips about like pre-wedding stuff. So when you go and pick out your like the tuxes, the dresses, the shoes, your photographer, your venue, the food, the favors, all of that stuff, there's all the sorts of tips in this. The style section, I didn't write anything. I have these note pages, I'll show you right here. So there's these note pages.
Oh no, it's just so hot in here.
My The next section is planning, and this one I actually do really like this one. So this one, it has the different like kind of things where you can write all the different websites you've been like participating on and like your username and password and notes for it, because like you end up joining different things. Like I'm on like the Knot, which I'm going to be using mainly. So after the website section, there is the participant context. So this is the bridal party. So there's like bride, groom, maid of honor, best man, groomsman, bridesmaid, like flower girl, mother, father, all that kind of sort of things. Here is officiant, photographer, wedding planner. I don't have a wedding planner, just a day of. Videographer, we're not doing videographer, and all that kind of info. And then you could do, there's more here, like bridal shop, gift registry, rental, transportation, and just other contacts. And then yeah, more. And then these ones actually just like pop out. Well, if you wanted to take these out, you'd have to cut them because it's just paper. But this one has like the little edge to pop them out, which I filled out some, as you can tell. There's like those like expos where they have all the vendors at. I feel like these would be really good to just carry around in your bag and then hand them to maybe potential vendors or just anyone who might need you and your fiance's information. And then, oh, this is kind of, I mean, I'm not getting them because I'm not having a wedding party, but there is this for like duties for best man, maid of honor, bridesmaid, and groomsman. So it kind of, and then little spots where you can write, so you can give them a little more actual knowledge of what you are expecting. And then the next one is the calendar, which is kind of fun, which is, I feel like knowing how a wedding year should go is really important to know when you need things to be done so you don't slack off and all that sort of things. So this is the master checklist, and it has all these different sections. So 9 to 12 months. Right now I am at 9 months ahead, so I'm still there, but I'm about to go drop down here. And then it just has all of these. So that's just like, and then you can add your own calendar to get a more efficient. And then there's actually stickers in here. I remember there's stickers somewhere in here, so you can actually fill that calendar in with those stickers. So this is the sticker page for the calendar, so you can just add that to the calendar, or maybe your own little planner that you can easily carry, not this huge binder, because this would not be reasonable to carry around, I feel like. But yeah, it just has different things like mate with officiant, book honeymoon, dress shopping, bachelorette party, text shopping, print save the dates, send thank yous, assemble favors. So it just helps you keep track in like a fun little way. Don't! And then budget. So I've been working, this gives you a typical breakdown, but it's not always like that. It's like wedding service product, amount budgeted, deposit paid. So this helps you just keep track. This part just helps you keep track of all your finances, and when you need to make a payment or a deposit, and just who you've been booking, which I think is pretty helpful, especially if you're on a payment plan. And then guest list section, which has like, you can put the different people you are inviting, save the date sent, invite sent, table number, meal, shower gift, wedding gift, that kind of thing in here. And then this one is a seating grid, which is something you just play with, and you put these little stickers around just to get like an idea of how you might want to place people. And then each section has these take notes, and then also inspiration, which I think is more for like drawing and that kind of sketches. Okay, so location. So this one gives you advice on location, what to ask about your officiant, the ceremony site, and decorating, reception, saving, money saving tips. That's actually pretty good. And then when you're looking for a venue, it gives you some tips to look at and ask the wedding manager, the venue manager. And then there's also different ideas about like favors and little treats you could do for the reception. And then there's stationery, which I do plan to get my stationery from this company, and I will show those. And then so it goes back to the style, and it helps you get an idea of what kind of like stationery you want. And it just gives you ideas like how to layer your invitation. So if you do like the really fancy ones have like response cards, like a tissue paper, like another envelope, how to like kind of put that into the main envelope. There's flowers. So this helps you in this way. And then these are the top 10 wedding flowers. You can also think about the most affordable but actually reasonable flowers to use, which I've done a little research on that, and like affordable flowers that are good to use. And then there's music, things to consider, tips. So a lot of things are just things to consider and tips. And then there's the gift registry, which also has one of these kind of like budget things again, where you just put all the stuff you're wanting and then like the pricing and description to keep track of what you're putting on your registry, and there's tons of those. And then catering. I wouldn't worry much about this though, but I mean, like, I guess this one would be more casual, barbecue, cheeseburgers, that kind of thing. It's just like the same things, just style stuff, note pages. And then the last one is honeymoon, and then this just gives you just a little short thing. It's very short, just like 2 pages, like don't forget to bring and that kind of stuff. Envelope at the end, which I do fill with little business cards. And so I've been trying to use this. I use this mainly for the budgeting section, the calendar, the planning, like the huge checklist section. And I'll probably use the gift registry section a lot, and maybe the guest list section, but probably not. And then so that is it for this. This is the Gartner Studios planner, and this gives you a little inside of what is it. Okay, and then my battery is gonna die, so we will end this right now. So I hope you enjoy this and check out my next wedding video.